and just to get on the other side of cancer. Because as we know, when we hear that word or we know of other people who are challenged in that way, people who have acquired cancer, whichever type of cancer it is, some people get on the other side of it, excuse me, and some people don't. So it's a very scary thing. So just to know that some of us have made it to the other side and are now on a journey after cancer, it's a beautiful thing and it's a wonderful thing. And we need to celebrate one another and share with one another our journeys. Hey, I don't like talking about my cancer because I didn't go through what most women went through. It doesn't matter what capacity of cancer and your experience that you had. Is still very significant. It's still very important, and you never know who and when you're sharing about your journey and your life with cancer, how it can benefit someone else. It may seem insignificant, or it may not seem to you that it was as intense as it was in the life of someone else. All of our journeys are different, but all of our journeys are significant. Just know that, friend. All of our journeys is significant. I thought that about telling my story before I wrote my first book. But as it turned out, that part of my life was just as significant as some famous person or some person that had a rougher journey than I did. So you're saying that I didn't experience the pain and I didn't let it touch me mentally. Well, that's good. That represents some strength that you have, and that represents your ability to be resilient, you know. And some people don't really go through a lot of pain, and some people do. But either way, whatever it was that you went through is very significant and is very important. And I need you to know that. And other people want to hear your story. When you shared it with me, I and I've been knowing you forever. I did not know, just like you didn't know until I shared it with you, that that was happening in your life, and I really wish I had known so that I could be supportive of you, but I'm supportive of you now. I'm supportive of your journey and what your life is doing right now. So Jeanette said, I keep moving, never stopping to think what was really going on with me. You kept moving. You kept moving. Yeah, I understand that. And if that worked for you, then, now you're on the other side of it. So if that worked for you, or if I may, if there's some part of that journey that you have not processed, I encourage you to process it, and do whatever you feel necessary in going forward with processing that. You could process some of it with me. Sometimes therapy helps. I was in therapy right before I found out that I had it. It was actually the therapist, when I showed her the picture of the blood clot that I had. I was in therapy that day, and she was like, go downstairs and go to urgent care right now. And so that was, the first step in my journey with the colorectal cancer. I was processing other things that was going on in my life. Even though at the time when I was doing that, I was a mental health therapist. So even the therapists need therapy sometimes, right? So it's about not only living your best life, but sharing the journey to your best life with others, because there are other people in the world that need to hear from us. And the best part of being cancer free, I was given a new pair. Yeah, Yeah, right? You got a new pair. And some people don't even have the opportunity to have that. So that's a blessing, and congratulations on your new pair. It's a wonderful thing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Jackie said, I did therapy. It's great to have therapy to process thoughts. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I do understand that a lot of cultures, you know, they don't necessarily feel that therapy is important. And some people feel like things need to just be kept within the bubble or within the circle for which those changes and those challenges are happening. But therapy can really be a great thing. And therapy is not always just about sitting across or sitting in a room with someone that's, asking you about your life and telling you things that you could do in your life. Sometimes it's just a matter of being able to have someone to express your thoughts and your feelings and the things that you are challenged with. Sometimes it's about, and I talked about this yesterday, just having someone to be there and be a ear, you know, because the therapist don't have the answers. The therapist helps you to realize and come to those answers that you need in your life. The therapist just helps you get to the place where you need to be in order to change and enhance your life. That's what the therapy is. It's not uh, for them to tell you what's wrong with you or to tell you what to do. It's to help you get to the realization of what to do with your life. As long as I can continue to be here. It's something that I absolutely want to do because I believe that there will always be someone who needs to hear from me. Someone's gonna need to be supported. Someone is gonna always be in need of something. And I want to be here to meet some of those needs. And also just to stay connected to other people. I love connection, I love community. And so that's something that is going to stay in my future. Also, with these treatments and medications and all the things that we are doing to try to enhance our life, come with these challenges that I just mentioned earlier. And so it's not this super easy thing where, oh, I'm just going to get on the weight loss journey. No, there's more to it than that. I'm going to get through and the cancer journey. It's more to it than that. Getting on the other side, we are always moving toward getting on the other side of these things. And we don't ever want to dismiss or ignore what it takes to get there. This life journey that we all have, I just want you guys to know that it's very significant. Not just my life journey, but yours too. It's really important to me. I'm glad that I have you guys in my life to share it, going both ways. It's reciprocal, and nothing is too small for me. Everything is important to me, and I always, always enjoy being in your company. And I hope that I continue to be a joy in your life too. Not only to share my story, but also to share in yours and to help and support you along the way in yours. And I believe that if we keep our hands to the plow and keep our eyes on the prize, we will always, despite the challenges, despite the Tobiases and the Sanballats and the naysayers and all of the negative opinions that people have about our lives, despite all of that happening, as long as we keep our eye on the prize, keep our feet moving, and understand that faith without works is dead, then we're gonna make it, and we're gonna continue to win. We're all winners. We're all overcomers, and we are living our best lives because it has been given to us as a gift. I just want to thank you a million times, 1,000 times, for sharing these moments with me and showing up for me as I show up for you.
Living it stronger every day. Living it, finding my own way. Colostomy life, I say it plain. Colorectal cancer didn't win the game. Living it, yes, yeah. Living it, yes. Living it. I'm confident and brave. Living it with Sandra James.